Welcome back, everyone, to the OG&E Coliseum. Jay Lindley alongside Adam Dieselhorse here on Squirtle and the Sports Animal platforms as we get set for the 4A Boys State Championship game, 1 versus 2. Douglas, the Trojans, back at it again with an all-time record of 64-35 at the state tournament, including 12 titles, the most recent coming in 23 and 24 back-to-back campaigns, but missing out a year ago, but they're back in the finals yet again. Their opponent today, Cascia Hall, the second-ranked Commandos, coming in with a record of 27-4, but 1 state title to their credit. That coming in 2009 after making the finals a year ago. Of course, coming up, we'll have more of a pregame show. It's on the way after this, as this is the 4A Boys State Championship from the OG&E Coliseum on Squirtle and the Sports Animal platforms.
Ready to get back in the game? Great news. The movement experts at Physical Therapy Central can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 30 convenient locations across Oklahoma City and beyond, contact PT Central today at ptcentral.org to see a physical therapist.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
It's more than just your lawn. It's your grass kingdom, your green canvas, your fairway to heaven. It deserves the Kubota Z400. With class-leading speed, agility, a powerful transmission, simple deck height adjustments, and legendary Kubota quality. When you need comfort, convenience, and performance, then you need the professional-grade Kubota Z400. Visit your local Kubota dealer today.
The future.
Welcome back, everyone. OG&E Coliseum here at the OKC State Fair Park. Jay Lindley alongside Adam Dieselhorse, who might be a little bit silent. He is chowing down on some homemade cookies. They're delivered on Radio Road. We take a look at here at the Douglas Trojans. Number 1, consensus number 1 this season with a record of 19-6. If you don't know Oklahoma high school basketball, you go, well, how does a team without 20 wins and 6 losses, how can they be ranked over a team that's 27-4 that's number 2? Well, a big reason, the competition that Douglas plays throughout the season, whenever you look at their conference commitments and other things that they are a part of course, they have taken on some of the top teams in 3A, Millwood, as well as Heritage Hall. Played out of state to start the season, taking on teams from Brooklyn, New York, as well as down in Texas, teams like Argyle, as well as Crowley. A lot of their schedule this season, interestingly enough, has involved out-of-state teams. But they roll into this at 19-6 on the season, and historically one of the most storied programs in the state. This is their 48th state tournament appearance, 12 titles to their credit, and coached by Coach Stephen Alexander. They had a little bit of a hiccup between 2018 and 2022. They would actually miss the state tournament during that span. But since Coach Alexander has taken over his 5th season as head coach, this today would be his 100th career victory should he beat Cascia Hall. He is 99-28 as the head coach of Trojans basketball. Across the way, Cascia Hall, the Commandos, 27-4 on the season. Coach Lee Mayberry, in his 4th year as head coach, he took over for a team that went 6-21 prior to his arrival. Since then, Coach Mayberry, 97-23 as the head coach of Cascia Hall, making their 4th ever finals appearance all time, setting with a record of 12-11 in 13 state tournament appearances, with that one title coming in 2009. Quick look at the starters for Cascia Hall. They pose an imposing lineup Dallas Lowe, the 6'2 junior guard, receiving some Division I love. We'll talk a little bit about him in a bit. Also, a 6'3 junior guard in Memphis Duffy, while Ethan Conkle rounds out the guard set. Roman Poindexter on the inside, a 6'5 junior, and Hudson Shefflett, the 6'1 senior guard. For Douglas, a couple of players to keep an eye on. Nakeem House II, averaging 11 points per game. He's joined by a 6'3 senior in Zuo Hogba, who averages 14.5 points per game, and Chris Harris Jr., who averages 6 points per contest, while Jamel Morris, the 6'5 senior, 22.5 points per game to go along with 12.5 rebounds per contest. And then Kingston Hall, the 6'4 senior, rounding out the lineup for Douglas. You look at things on paper for the season, Cascia Hall averaging 78 points per game. Douglas a little bit more defensive-minded. They allow just 43 points per contest. Watching a little bit of film, I think the challenge here, Cascia Hall does a lot of 5-out, relies a lot on their three-point shooting. I think the big key in this one, Adam, is for Douglas not to have the help defender help too much. If they can stay in the face of Cascia Hall, I think Douglas is able to win one here today.
Well, I could agree with you more. I think this is going to be a great matchup. Two teams that have kind of been gunning for each other really all year, been ranked 1 and 2 the whole year. I could say this. If this game ends in a tie, I request Lee Mayberry and Steven Alexander play one-on-one to see who wins the game, because that'd be a heck of a battle.
We already see the early energy, by the way, from Coach Alexander. He's right there on the sidelines, and Douglas executing with the first takeaway of the game. Douglas with their first offensive possession. They are in the home white, orange numerals and lettering trimmed in black, and a three from the top of the key missed by not Snell. It was House who missing that one, and a quick basket underneath by Dallas Lowe. So Cascia Hall on the board first. Lowe coming away with a steal, passing ahead to Memphis Duffy, and Duffy in transition, a quick right-hand lay-in. Lowe, a 3-star prospect with offers from Oklahoma State and St. Louis. Duffy, an offer from Oral Roberts. So the two D1s for Cascia Hall immediately getting involved in this game, both having scored already on the dribble and drive. Pogba kicking it into the corner, gets it right back down low underneath, and the basket for Jamel Morris.
It's great offense that time by Douglas.
Showing some pressure here. Shefflett brings it across. Shefflett gave it up, gets it back. 6:30 to go here. He'll dribble and drive down to the left block. Jump pass out of trouble to Poindexter, spinning to the right elbow, and he knocks down a right-hand 15-footer.
How smooth was that, Jay? Man, some players out here on the floor in this one.
A lot faster start than our 6A women's game. House down low into the hands of Morris with two defenders on him, draws a foul. Foul will go against the 6'1 senior Shefflett, and Morris will go to the line shooting 2 here. Kingston Hall, spelt T-E-N, getting over to Coach Alexander, is at the line, goes Morris. Morris averaging a double-double this season. 22.5 points, 12.5 boards per game. And he hits the first of 2. Now Trojans getting down to rebound. Pogba, who was an AAU teammate of Morris, down on the blocks, along with Trevor Snell, who checked in a minute ago as well. Full court pressure being applied, and it's broken by Cascia Hall. Poindexter off the right wing. Bouncing right side to Duffy. Duffy up and under move, got to the rim, misses, ball deflected out of bounds. Diving effort by House. Basketball will stay with the Commandos, who have a 2-point advantage here. Inbounding, baseline right, Duffy out to Shefflett. He'll settle for a right wing 3. That's a lot of what I saw on film. 78.2 points per game, and they got no problem pulling the trigger when open from downtown, and a 5-point lead already for Cascia Hall. Top of the key 3 to answer is Kingston Hall. Net gets draped up and over the rim. They had to break it loose. Lowe doing so with the ball rather than showing off his hops. And full court pressure quickly into a trap is Lowe. Bouncing left side, Duffy now back to midcourt. Shefflett brings it across. In the midcourt circle, he'll move it left side to Duffy. Scooping it to Lowe. Lowe shifting to the right. And we have an off-the-ball foul, a moving screen called on Hudson Shefflett. That's his second personal. He'll get set to check out of the game. The crowd here on the near side, Cascia Hall's crowd, into it here early.
All standing.
Yeah, not setting down yet. A miss and a putback effort also rejected. Lowe coming up with it. Putback missed by, I believe it was Todd on the inside. Or excuse me, no, it was Morris. And now Lowe downhill. Might have got away with a carry. That ball got up on his shoulder, but he finishes on the left side with the left hand. Cascia Hall back up by 4. It is House with the basketball. Bounces right side to Snell. Works off of a screen set by Hall. Recalibrates. Gets downhill. 8-footer outside. Floater rattles around and in. So Trevor Snell, the 5'11 junior guard, connecting. It's back to a 2-point game. And an errant pass is still here for Pogba. Will bring it across. Move it left side to Snell. Driving base. And baseline left, he gets rejected. Met at the rim by Conkle.
These two teams like to attack the rim. We see early. Man, this is going to be a fun game to cover.
Trying to get a beat on who is 24 for Cascia Hall because there is no 24 in the program.
Let's see if I can find out.
Out here to Pogba, and he's fouled on a 3-point attempt by Roman Poindexter. Poindexter got caught in no man's land in the middle of the air, and he just lands on top, and Douglas with a chance to take their first lead of the game. Hall already with a 3-point make, attempting 3 free throws here. And the first of 2 is off to the right. Sporting the neon yellow Nikes. Hall's second of 3 attempts. This one goes in.
Bright shoes is the thing, Lindley.
Oh, yeah.
I mean.
Or trading shoes. That's another.
Yes. Or one shoe that's one color and another shoe
that's what
the
I
other.
mean. I've seen teammates do that. And I wonder, do they trade back in season? It's a great way to spread athletes' foot.
I was going to say, I would never do that with my teammates back in high school.
No way.
It's disgusting.
If you've ever walked into a locker room, no way. Driving, kick pass along the right baseline. On the dribble and drive is Conkle, and a pull-up from 10 is good.
Tough shot by Conkle.
5 different players have already scored for Cascia Hall, and they lead by 2, 13-11. We've already had our first tie of the game a minute ago. Douglas with it, driving. Morris into the lane, and Morris up strong, and he scores. He's got 5, excuse me. Actually 6. They have him with 6. On the inside, Duffy, blocked by Morris, gets away out of bounds. This ball stays with the Commandos as Snell will check out of the game. And into the corner, baseline shot, that one a miss. Still trying to figure out who 24 is for Cascia Hall. If you have Diesel Horses sell, please text.
I asked a couple people.
Down the left side, Nakeem House, and he'll score with the left hand. And Douglas takes the lead.
I bet we find out when we get the stat sheet.
At some point, yes.
There is an official stat I need everyone to be aware of. I've had 2 chocolate chip cookies, so
3 from the left corner. This one a miss from Conkle. Flying through for the rebound is Isaac Dorsey. Dorsey, who had checked in that last substitution for Coach Alexander and the Trojans. Leading by 2. Point guard House well beyond the Fair Park logo. Drifting into the midcourt circle, still using the left half of the floor. Gets to the left arc. Back out now to Hall. Hall with 2:20 to go. House the second now with it. Off the left wing, guarded by Lowe. Works off of a couple of screens. Gets to the top of the key. Moves it left side to Morris. Driving down hard to the left block and scores. 8 of his team's 17 points. And Douglas, their 4-point advantage, their largest of the game. Duffy gave it up, gets it back. Moves it right side. And now back to the left half of the floor to Poindexter. Back to Lowe, right half of the floor, giving some space is Dorsey. Dorsey staying in front of him. Lowe, behind the back dribble, had to get rid of it. Finds Poindexter. Poindexter, top of the key. Moving it back right side. Poindexter cutting, receiving a pass. Back up top, pull up, and a pass to Conkle along the right baseline. And Conkle now with 4 points in the game. And it's back to a 2-point Douglas advantage. 2 teams are on pace to have a score at the end of the first quarter. That was the halftime score of our 6A girls game. Pull-up jumper from the free throw stripe. That would have missed from Pogba. A rebound by Lowe. Passing ahead to Poindexter. Poindexter back out up top. Duffy for 3. That one too strong. A rebound for Cascia Hall as they'll move it left. Conkle will drive. He'll kick to Duffy. Top of the key 3. And Duffy now has 5 points. And Cascia Hall is connected with a pair of 3-pointers here in the first. They lead 18-17. And already our second lead change of the game. House the second, operating the Trojan offense to the right with a handoff to Pogba. Now in the midcourt circle. Content to dribble out for one final shot to end it. And now House the second, attacking from the upper right corner of the court. Gets past the second defender all the way down to the left block. And a player control foul on Nakeem House. Picks up his first personal. I believe that was Duffy that took the charge underneath for Cascia Hall. And Dallas Lowe, the junior, will walk it up the right half of the floor. 6 seconds to go. Shifts to the right, back to the top of the key. Foot on the line, 2. That one a miss. Morris cleans the glass, but cannot get off a shot. And at the end of a high-octane first quarter, Commandos 18, Trojans 17. Back after this on the Squirtle and Sports Animal platforms.
The future comes fast, which is why it's important to start planning for tomorrow today. So whether you're setting aside money for something special or just safeguarding it against a rainy day, at Gateway, we've got competitive rates on a full suite of savings products. So consider us your gateway to earning money on your money. Open a high-yield savings account with an annual percentage yield of 3.5%. Visit gatewayfirst.com. Gateway First Bank, member FDIC.
The perfect golf swing. Getting to the top. Serving an ace. Whether a professional or a weekend warrior, we all want to do our best. But what if you get hurt? How do you get back to doing what you love? The team at DRH Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine provide comprehensive and advanced treatment for injuries. DRH Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, working to get you moving again.
This is Game.
One of the things we didn't get to talk about in the pregame show, Cascia Hall in the midst of what is an 18-game winning streak coming into this matchup today. For Douglas, most points allowed in a game this season, 49 in the last 7 anyway.
Wow. What was that Millwood score?
The Millwood score, on the other hand, that is the watermark. They allowed 82 in that game.
I'm telling you, Millwood is.
I think Millwood Probably win it in any class this year.
I would have to agree with you. I saw them in the Tournament of Champions, and they are a very impressive team.
Morris and the Trojans with it coming out of the quarter break. Morris in the lane. No look into the left corner. Finds House. House back down to the left block. Through a little bit of contact. No whistle. Rebound underneath. It's secured by House. And the second effort goes. Nakeem House now with 4 points. I should say House the second. Couple of changes for the Trojans here, as they have the big Chris Harris Jr. in the lineup. And here's a missed attempt for Cascia Hall.
Man, he's a big kid. Holy cow.
6'8" junior who at this point is only receiving D2 looks.
Looks like he played defensive end.
Yeah. Receives it here down low left side. And he traveled. Just shuffled the feet just enough. Maybe feeling some backside pressure that wasn't there. And Cascia Hall will have it. Length of the floor to go. Just a minute 3 here into the second quarter. Jay Lindley alongside Adam Dieselhorse here on Squirtle and the Sports Animal platforms. We'll be back, of course, later this evening. We have the 6A Boys Championship and the 4A Girls Championship. We already had the 6A Girls Championship. Interesting, both of our girls matchups today feature teams looking to repeat. We've already had a repeat winner in Putnam City North earlier against Muskogee. The Commandos with it here. Poindexter, right corner 3, and they connect again. Poindexter 5 points in the game. Commandos with 3 threes in the contest. Mentioned from the onset, how would Douglas's defense respond? And the focus on the help defender not helping too much. Would expect Douglas to be up in the grill of the Commandos. But these 3 threes that have been made have been open, and now an offensive foul well away from the ball against Douglas.
I think that's just the threat they have off the dribble. Their guards are so good off the dribble. But, yeah, Poindexter, you have got to get up on him and make him put the ball on the floor out there on the perimeter.
And I kind of expected, given the numbers for Lowe and Duffy and the acclaim that they have, of course, with those Division I offers. Speaking of Lowe, has it now, moves it left side to Poindexter, handing to Duffy. Guarded up by Morris. Back left side to Marquise Markham, who checked in to start this second quarter. Here's Lowe. Left corner, long 2, pins itself between the iron and the glass. And with that, it is a tie ball. So Cascia will have it. Lowe will inbound to Poindexter down in the left corner. Markham came trailing up from behind, and no one saw him slip up for a 3. So the only 2 field goals made here in the second by the Hall is a pair of 3-pointers. But that has pushed their lead now to 5.
Yeah, we were just talking, Tyler Kerr, our producer, and I, watching them at the TOC, and, man, that kid made some big shots in the Tournament of Champions. He comes right in and nails a 3.
And harassing D by Cascia Hall, but it was a timeout taken by Steven Alexander. Initially thought that Cascia Hall might have been whistled for a foul, just a 30-second timeout, so we'll leave it right here. Talk about the offense for Cascia Hall, 78 points per game, allowing just 53 points per contest. Already, 6 different players have scored for the Commandos. You look at top-ranked Douglas, and they're in the middle of a 7-game win streak. During that span, they are winning games by an average of 16 points per contest. But each of the last 2 games, these state tournament games, they've been 1-possession wins. It was a 3-point win over Bethany, 11th-ranked Broncos, 37-34. Game yesterday against 13th-ranked Mount St. Mary, 50-48 was the final in that one. Whereas Cascia Hall has rolled into the finals, double-digit victories with a win over number 7 Blanchard, 68-48, and then a 13-point win over Fort Gibson yesterday, 64-51. And there's a block by Lowe at the rim, but the rebound and putback is good for Pogba. So Pogba with his first field goal of the game. It's back to a 3-point contest. Markham gets loose right side of the lane, and the 5'10 junior guard elevates for an 8-foot jumper. Coach Alexander arguing about a moving screen, I believe, but not getting that call just yet. Cascia Hall back up by 5. Snell with the basketball into a double team. Throws it away. Picked up by Duffy. The Poindexter goes up for the jam and is fouled, they'll say. Morris went up to try and block it from behind. And that's a tough whistle there. For my opinion, I didn't think there was anything there. Now, the problem is you blew the whistle to stop play. You already have Poindexter at the line looking to shoot a pair of free throws. And it appears as this will not be a foul call. Wow. So this will not be a foul because nothing has been motioned over. Coach Alexander takes the opportunity for Douglas to get his bunch together and go over something real quick like. And they'll just say it was an inadvertent whistle. We talk about officials bailing out players with a call. The inadvertent whistle is the officials bail out for the officials.
Yeah, and that's a tough situation with how
I didn't think it was a foul, though.
Yeah, I don't either. And the thing that is surprising to me in these types of games, there's a live stream in 50 other angles. I don't know why they can't institute that like they do at the collegiate level.
Well, one, and down low here, we'll talk about that in a moment. Snell, right wing 3, that one a miss. And the rebound along the baseline by Conkle ahead. Low on the run, all the way in, and a right-hand lay-in and a blocking foul underneath. So Morris wasn't called for a foul a possession ago, but is here, as that was an easy and one opportunity for Dallas Lowe. The thing of it is now you have the live stream, but you're going to only get what the live action feed was, so you're not going to have access to all those angles. Even at the Division II angle, they only take the high and tight. Now, that would be an easy one that they could review.
Sure.
You would have to limit, though, what you review, kind of like they do at the Division II angle. Going coast to coast, Pogba now has his second, and Morris steps into a passing lane, had a steal, couldn't control it out of bounds. So Cascia Hall will retain possession of the basketball. And Duffy throws it all the way back across midcourt to Marquise Markham, who then turns on the Jets. He's got a different gear all the way downhill. And he misses at the rim. Morris with the rebound. Outlet pass to Xavion Bates. Bates passing off to House, missing. Lowe with the rebound. Lowe with an outlet to the left side, Conkle. Now Duffy spinning, finishing with the right hand on the right side. Memphis, Duffy now 7 points in the game. Morris to the other end for Douglas. On 2 defenders. Rejected by the 6'5 Poindexter. Rebound by Duffy. Duffy to the right elbow. Trying to feed it back to Poindexter in a double team. He and Conkle weren't on the same page. And he throws it away out of bounds. So the turnover there, missed opportunity for the Hall to extend their lead. The 7-point advantage, their largest of the game. Across midcourt is Nakeem House, and the blocking foul called on Dallas Lowe. So Lowe picks up his first personal. It's the first team foul of the quarter against Cascia Hall, and inbounding here on the near side is Bates. Kingston Hall, Xavion Bates, as well as Pogba, who just had it stripped loose, jump ball the call, and the possession arrow goes with the Commandos. So we talked a little bit about Douglas's defense and versus Cascia Hall's offense, but Cascia Hall's defense has turned it up here of late against Douglas.
Yeah, they really have. I love Cascia Hall's length on defense. They've got great size. They get their hands up. Obviously coached very well too.
I mean, other than Markham, they're all ranging 6'2 to 6'5. And here's a pass left side low. Nice look underneath the Conkle, out to Poindexter, up top to Duffy. Now back to Lowe. Nothing developed. Lowe isolated. Works to the free throw line. Spins, lost it. Kick out. Now back up top to Duffy.
Good decision.
So calm things down just a bit, and now a timeout taken. I thought it was a timeout. He was motioning the 30 and flying through his Poindexter to lay it in. I was looking at Coach Mayberry. He was doing the motion, but it was more of a play call than anything else. And Cascia Hall now up by 9.
See how high Poindexter was on that? I know the people out there on the radio or the audio can't see, but he was 3 feet above the rim.
Morris down low. He's been the only thing going offensively for Douglas consistently, and he can't connect here. Had 8 points in the first, none here in the second. Low, Euro stepping through the lane, finds Conkle, top of the key. And the shooters roll too much. That one skied into the air after he hit the back of the rim and hit the top of the backboard, goes escaping out of bounds. And Cascia Hall will have to be happy with a 9-point lead with 2:05 to go here in the second. Cross midcourt comes Nakeem House. Douglas down by 9. Top of the key 3 for Kingston Hall. And Hall has his second made 3 of the game. And he's already got 8 points on the afternoon. Much needed basket for Douglas. That one was slipping away. They were down by 9, now only down by 6. Markham in the midcourt circle. Guarded by Bates, moves it right side to Duffy. And we have a timeout on the far side by Coach Mayberry. We'll take a quick 30 as well. Minute 33 to go here in the second. Cascia Hall 32, Douglas 26. Back after this on Squirtle and the Sports Animal platforms.
This is Game Time. Neptune Game Time creates a high-energy game day atmosphere that your players and fans will love. Every song in our database is 100% lyric safe, which means you can stop screening music for good. Game Time also provides custom messaging to help you promote your upcoming events, concessions, and event-specific announcements. And it gives you the opportunity to sell sponsorships on your station that will generate revenue for your athletic department. Amp up your game day with Game Time.
Student athletes.
Welcome back, everyone. OG&E Coliseum. Beautiful new facility here. Been a while since I've been this way, Adam.
Yeah, I mean,
I've driven through. I just haven't been at the state tournament.
Well, I appreciate you coming and help.
Matter of fact, the last game I called at the Big House would be my Wright City Lumberjacks winning a title in 2018.
Goodness gracious.
Last state tournament game I called was Ardmore Tulsa Memorial in Tulsa. Here's a 3 from the corner. Conkle knocks it down. So Ethan Conkle had his 3 made threes in the quarter. We now have officially who number 24 is for Cascia, although he is not out there right now. Bates with the basketball. Under a minute to go here in this second quarter. Driving, House the second. Kick pass into the corner, up top finds Pogba. He'll miss the 3. Rebound in traffic by Memphis Duffy. And Duffy will walk it up the floor. Cascia Hall with this 9-point lead, very content to take it into the break. 4-corner spread here for Duffy. Pounding it into the hardwood in the upper right corner of the court. And Douglas really just looking, it appears, to reset. They're not even attempting to pressure the basketball right now. Now 10 seconds to go. Duffy looking at Lowe, puts this in motion, drives, dishes to Poindexter, got to the rim and scores on 2 defenders, hesitated just enough to get Morris off of his feet and then contort his body backwards and tap it off the glass and in. And it's the Commandos with a commanding 11-point lead here at the break, 37-26. Coming up, we'll take a look at the halftime numbers here in just a moment. We'll be back after this, where our score at the break. Cascia Hall 36, the Douglas Trojans 26. Back after this on Squirtle and the Sports Animal platforms.
Student athletes push hard on the field and in the classroom. But when injuries happen, you want a physical therapist who makes recovery personal. Prime Physical Therapy is more than just a clinic. We're a faith-driven, patient-focused team committed to helping athletes bounce back stronger. Healing happens best in an environment where athletes feel supported, motivated, and yes, even have fun. Parents, you can trust us to care for your athlete like family. Call or text at 405-706-1266 for a free consultation in clinic or by phone. Prime Physical Therapy, helping athletes get back to their prime performance.
Welcome to Charleston's, where great food and great service is what's on the menu. Business lunch after landing that big sale? Check. Never miss ordering our mouth-watering spinach dip? Check. Catching up over some margaritas? Check. Or just a craving for our key lime pie? Checkmate. No matter the reason, big, small, or none at all, you gotta come to Charleston's.
Evolve Events strives to provide a top-tier youth basketball experience in the OKC metro area. Our goal is to create a safe, competitive atmosphere that also works within your budget. We are focused on facilitating an environment that will help all players, teams, and coaches grow. Whether you're aiming to take your skills to the next level, secure a spot on your school team, or one day hoist a gold ball at the big house, Evolve Events has a platform for you. Don't just play, evolve. Visit our website at evolveokevents.com to get signed up for an Evolve event today.
I will have... Sorry, but how do you choose? I will have... Ooh, the old-fashioned banana split sends your taste buds to heaven. But the strawberry shortcake sundae tastes like summer in a dish. Then there's the molten lava cake sundae. Oh, but the banana fudge sundae, I'm drooling.
Sir, or you could get all four.
Let's do that.
Come enjoy your favorite classic sundae at Brahms.
Wiggins Auctioneers is a full-service auction company well-versed in selling farm and ranch land, minerals, commercial and residential properties, as well as equipment, estate, and trust liquidations. In order to better serve our clients, Wiggins Realty offers conventional for-sale listings as well as buyer representation. Whether buying or selling, auction or conventional, we want to be your trusted company. Wiggins Auctioneers, 3 generations strong and setting the standard since 1963.
Are you looking for a local? Welcome back, everyone. Halftime here in our 4A Boys State Championship game. Cascia Hall, 37, Douglas, 26. And the funny thing about it is you look at things and you think to yourself, man, Cascia Hall really turning it up defensively. Well, the reality of it is both teams are hitting shots. Cascia Hall is just hitting them at a tremendous rate right now. 62% shooting from the field in the first half for the Commandos. They were 16 of 26 and 5 of 9 from beyond the arc for 56%. As for Douglas, the Trojans, 45% shooting from the field. They were 10 of 22, 2 of 6 from downtown in that first half. As Douglas actually got to the free throw line more. They went 4 of 5 from the line, whereas Cascia Hall 0 for 1 from the free throw line. There have not been a lot of rebounds to be had. Just 11 total rebounds in that first half for Cascia Hall and only 8 total rebounds in the first half for Douglas. The big difference is 2 offensive rebounds for the Commandos. Those 2 offensive rebounds have produced 4 points. And you take a look at who's leading here at the break. 6 different players scoring for Cascia Hall in that first half. Roman Poindexter, a perfect game thus far. 9 points here at the break. He is 4 of 4 from the field, including 1 of 1 from downtown. Kingston Hall has led the way so far for Douglas. 8 points in the game for Hall, including 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. He is the only player for Douglas to have hit a 3-point basket. It's been a volume effort so far for Jamel Morris. Morris, 8 points, 3 of 8 shooting from the field, 0 for 1 from beyond the arc. He has 8 points and a team best 4 rebounds here at the halftime break. Again, our score here, 37-26. Second-ranked Cascia Hall in control over top-ranked Douglas. Second half around the corner after this on Squirtle and the Sports Animal platforms.
Are you looking for a local, reliable propane provider? Earnhardt Oil and Propane has been serving customers throughout Oklahoma since 1971. Let them tailor a pricing option to fit your budget. Avoid winter price spikes with easy pay, steady, predictable monthly payments you can count on. Need more fuel options? They also offer bulk fuel delivery, DEF, lubricants, and supplies for your business, all at competitive prices. For reliability 3 generations strong, call Earnhardt Oil and Propane at 866-270-1279 or visit www.earnhardtpropane.com.
It's game time and the lights are shining bright. Don't get caught in the dark. Power up with the Generac Home Standby Generator from Moyer Electric and Generators. When the power goes out, your lights, heat, and game stay on automatically. Moyer Electric and Generators, powering Oklahoma's homes like champions. Visit MoyerElectricOK.com or call today at 888-265-3020.
Oklahoma Career Tech. It's where confidence is built.
It's more than just practice. It's developing the skills to build a successful future.
We're doing work that matters.
To more than just us. So, when a family needs me,
When my community needs me. When Oklahoma needs me,
I'll be ready.
GSP Health is your source for quality health care for the whole family, with 4 convenient locations in Northwest Oklahoma to better serve you in Canton, Cherokee, Enid, and Medford, offering medical, dental, and behavioral health services, in-office and telehealth visits available. So call our office at 580-596-2800 or visit our website at www.gsphealth.org. Better access, better care, better health. GSP Health.
At Geis Farms, we know what community means because we live it every day. That's why we're proud to support Northwest Oklahoma schools, sports programs, and the communities that bring us together. To every team in the area, we want to say good luck this season and thank you for representing your school with pride. From our family to yours, here's to a safe, successful season. Geis Farms, proud supporters of Northwest Oklahoma. And good luck to the Lomega Raiders and Lady Raiders.
Life moves fast, and you deserve internet that keeps up. Say hello to Pioneer Fiber Internet with blazing fast gig fiber speeds designed for the way you live, work, and play. From ultra-smooth streaming and lag-free gaming to lightning-fast downloads and crystal-clear video calls, Gig Fiber gives you the speed and reliability to do it all. Ready to upgrade your internet experience? Visit GoPioneer.com to sign up today.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Sixth surgeon.
Welcome back, everyone. 37-26, Cascia Hall in front by 11. Looking down on referee row, the most well-dressed official in the house, Harlan House.
Always.
For those that know Harlan, doing his best Stephen A. impression right now down there courtside. He comes strutting up the way.
I don't know. The Cooksey brothers are dressed pretty good, too. You see them?
I do. Speaking of strutting, right now, Cascia Hall, 16 minutes away from strutting to their second ever state basketball championship. Complete dominance, Adam, in that first half as the Trojans have the ball to begin the second. They got to figure out some answers defensively speaking. We asked the question, which side would win, offense versus defense? And right now, the Hall's ball movement, 5 of 9 from beyond the arc in that first half. See what Coach Alexander and company have to offer here in the second half as Douglas with the ball to begin it. Pogba driving down low, tripped under the baseline, and it's Duffy for Cascia Hall that comes away with the steal. Passing ahead at the right side to Shiflett, who set a large portion of that first half due to picking up a pair of fouls early. Duffy, NBA range bomb, that one a miss. And the rebound gets loose off of Pogba, out of bounds.
Well, Shiflett brings a lot of energy to the floor. You saw him there go in and, make it difficult on the rebound, and Douglas tips it out. Cascia Hall gets it back.
That ball went flying out as Duffy inbounded off the back of a Trojan defender. Now gets it from the left wing and knocks down a three. And they say a flop here.
Oh, I think he was asking the players to sit down.
Gotcha.
Yep. But that is the sign for a flop. So,
well, you don't see it called often, especially Division II college. I was kind of surprised they call it here. Driving as Nakeem House had it popped loose out of bounds, and House the second will now have it back. We'll actually have Trevor Snell do the inbounding duties here. Baseline right. Looking to get it into Morris, and an ill-advised throw. Duffy was all over Morris, and just a bad decision by Snell as Lowe spinning. And a tie-up call, the possession arrow in favor of Cascia Hall, as that one was blocked by Nakeem House. I mean, really, there was nowhere to go there with that inbound play a moment ago.
No. Duffy with 2 quick steals here to start this.
Lowe sees a crease on the drive, and a foul called here on Snell. So Snell picks up the foul. That is his second personal. Douglas started this game early. They led by 4. Right now, though, they're at their largest deficit of the game. We had 1 tie and 2 lead changes in the first quarter, and since then it's been all commandos. Lowe, while an outstanding prospect, 4 points here in the game and is 0 for 2 now from the free throw line. Changes being made. Xavion Bates checking in for Snell with those 2 fouls, and Lowe misses both free throws. Pogba with the rebound for the Trojans. And driving, whittling through traffic, picks up a foul on Memphis Duffy.
Yeah, he didn't look comfortable shooting any of those free throws that he shot.
Bates will inbound here from midcourt. Will inbound and get it right back. The junior point guard operating from the midcourt circle finds Pogba driving, getting to the rim, a miss. Morris can't get the second effort, but finally Kingston Hall does. And shaken up down underneath is Morris. Jamel Morris, leading scorer and rebounder for Douglas, is injured underneath the basket.
He's holding his knee, too. That would not be good.
And perhaps, hopefully, if you're a Douglas Trojan fan, just happens to be a funny bone type situation where he came down on his knee. But he is holding that right knee as Coach Alexander comes over to check him out. He's yet to extend it, and now he gets a tap on the chest, but he comes awkwardly off to the sideline. He did get up on his own accord and run to his team's huddle, but he'll have to check out due to the injury. And seeing his first action of the day is Ramon Hines, a 6'4" sophomore. So Hines getting his first state tournament action of the day. And he is committed to sticking on Memphis Duffy no matter what. That might have been the last instruction Coach Alexander gave him. Just stick to Duffy. And he's doing that right now. Duffy, though, with a head of steam downhill right side, gets the shot to go and one. Duffy now has scored in every quarter. He has a 3 in this quarter, now a chance at an and one. Already to double figures with 12. And the foul. Quickly, Isaac Dorsey will replace Ramon Hines.
It's good offense. I mean, good defense. He's right there on him. That's just a great, strong play. Finish at the basket by Duffy. He's been great this game.
And Duffy connects. So the and one goes for Duffy, who now has a game-best 13 points. Douglas is seeing this thing slip away as Nakeem House down the left side scores, and he has now scored in every quarter thus far.
David Jackson helping out down there, executive director, to get that ball back out of the floor for us.
Trojans down by 13. Showing a little 1-2, 1-1 press. Poindexter passing over the defense to Lowe up the right side. Then looping back out, upper right corner of the court. Crossover dribble here, directing traffic. And now on the drive, gets past a little bit of contact. They wave off the shot. As that foul.
You know, that's what's tough about this situation is you try to get out and pressure out on Cascia, and their guards are just beating them off the dribble.
Foul a moment ago was on Nakeem House, I believe, his first. Hall with it. Here's a errant pass intended for Conkle, stolen away by Nakeem House the second. Right side pass to Bates. 3 on the way. That one no good. And the backside rebound by Conkle, passing back to the near side. Poindexter hesitates and just falls down. He's looking for a foul, but there's none to be had. He just fell down.
He did. His feet got tied up with the defender, but that's not a foul. I mean, he just tripped trying to dribble the ball through the middle of the floor.
Pogba able to get the easy basket. What was a 15-point lead is an 11-point lead, and now a foul here on Isaac Dorsey. A timeout taken here by Cascia Hall. 4:43 to go here in the third. Commandos up by 11. Back after this on Squirtle and the Sports Animal platforms.
6 surgeons, 4 locations, 1 goal: to improve the health and lives of people in Oklahoma. At Oral and Maxillofacial Associates, we treat every patient like family. As the preferred dental implant and oral surgery specialist of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and with over 30 years of service to our community, we are trusted by professionals and dedicated to expert care. With 4 convenient locations around the metro area, we are here for you. Trust the experts at OMA. Visit our website, www.omaok.com.
Welcome back, everyone. 43-32 our score. 4:43 to play in the third. Cascia's pretty much controlled this game from the onset. They've now hit 6 3-pointers this afternoon. Had 5 in the first half. Memphis Duffy doing all the scoring for the Commandos here so far in the second half. He is responsible for all 6 points scored.
Well, you got to feel okay if you're Douglas, because like you talked about earlier, Jay, it felt like it may be slipping away, and consecutive buckets by Douglas have made this thing manageable.
Lowe creates a little space, step back from 15, a miss, and a rebound underneath by Nakeem House, and then a foul called on Cascia Hall. Let's see who the foul call was actually on there. As Bates will bring it up the floor. Trojans down by 11. Top of the key three, and this one is good for Nakeem House. First made three of the second half for the Trojans, just the third made three of the game. But what was a 15-point contest is down to an 8-point lead. Poindexter passing to Conkle down in the right corner. Now back out to Lowe. Midway point of the third. Lowe on the dribble and drive, hop step in the lane, missing at the rim, fouled on the putback attempt. Foul is against Nakeem House. House picking up his second personal foul. But to the free throw line goes Dallas Lowe. Lowe, who so far today is 0 for 3 from the free throw line. And that trend is finally snapped. Has 5 points in the game. And Jamel Morse will check back into the game. It's a good thing for Douglas to have their leading scorer and rebounder back out there. As Lowe misses the back end of two. Rebound by Dorsey. Morse, though, has been scoreless since the first. Three from the left wing. House misses. Rebound Pogba underneath. And a foul call here against Conkle. So Conkle picking up his first personal. And a non-shooting foul. So Douglas will inbound underneath. The Hall with a foul to give here. Team foul by Douglas would put Cascia Hall at the line for the rest of the quarter. House will inbound here, baseline left. 3:42 to go here in the third. Inbounding, driving. Morris got to the glass, misses. Rebound picked up by Lowe. Commandos in the dark navy blues across midcourt. Duffy to the free throw stripe. 15-footer a miss. Poindexter skied into the air. They'll somehow say it went off of Douglas, although it appeared Poindexter spiked it into the hardwood while also being violently blocked out in the middle of the lane. The ooze you heard were Hall fans wanting a foul. Duffy will inbound all the way with a baseball pass that takes Markham nearly back to the opposite baseline. Cascia Hall moving right to left in front of us. Markham to Lowe in the midcourt. Now between the two circles into the lane. Kick pass to Poindexter, who's been perfect from the field in this game. Now back to Duffy. Top of the key, three, and he knocks it in. Duffy doing really all the scoring here in the third. And a foul call will bring some boos out of the crowd as Poindexter just got whistled for his second. And Jamel Morris will go to the line. He has been scoreless since 8 points in the first quarter. He is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. And he connects. Duffy with, by the way, for Cascia Hall, 9 of his 16 points here in the third. Morris finally on the scoreboard here in the second half. And he hits both. The senior has 10, and his team is down by 10. Poindexter with the basketball, looking to bring it across midcourt. Does with a pass to Lowe, right side of the floor. Directing traffic, Dorsey out to defend. Now driving, Lowe down to the left block. Out to Poindexter. He'll knife, he'll lose it. It's picked up by Dorsey. Going coast to coast. Dorsey has his shot swatted at the rim, but a foul call. Duffy got up into the air with Dorsey. May have gotten him on the follow-through.
Man, Dorsey hit that stanchion hard down there under the basket.
Popped right back up.
He did.
Foul on Duffy, his second. Dorsey, chance for his first points of the afternoon. And he connects. Douglas so far in this game, perfect from the line. Dorsey Trying to make it an 8-point game again. And he cannot. Catches the front of the iron. That one a miss. Lowe with his 4th rebound of the game. He'll walk it up the floor, working against Bates. Bates trying to stay in front. The taller Lowe finds Duffy, top of the key. Now back to Lowe. Closing in on the 2-minute mark here in this third. Lowe back near side. Finds Concold. Now back out to Lowe near the midcourt circle. Hesitates, now drives. Ran into a double team. Loops back out. Now 2 minutes to go here in the third. Just a dribbling exhibition here for about the last 30 seconds from Lowe before he gives it up to Markham. Markham, we've already seen his wheels working against Pogba. Kicks it into the right corner. Concold. And a timeout taken by Cascia Hall. Take a quick 30 with them. Hall in a little bit of a stalemate here. The offense has gone cold. We'll be back after this on Squirtle and the Sports Animal platforms.
Need insurance that serves you and not the other way around? At Brining Insurance, we're independent, which means we will.
Welcome back, everyone. OG&E Coliseum, situated inside Oklahoma City Fair Park. Jay Lindley alongside Adam Dieselhorse. Douglas, after falling down by 15 here in this third, they've been able to claw back, but still find themselves down by 9 with under 10 minutes to play in regulation. Need a few more stops. Poindexter, wide open right wing 3. That's not going to help. Poindexter with his second made 3 of the game. He's got 12 points on the afternoon. 1 of 2 players for the Hall in double figures. Duffy with 16. And Cascia Hall back up by 12. Bates trying to answer a left wing 3. That one's short. Rebound punched out by Poindexter. Goes to Morris for Douglas. Can't get the put up. Poindexter with the save rebound. Passes ahead. They'll find Markham to Lowe. Rejected by Morris at the rim, but goaltending the call.
It's just great ball movement by Cascia, man. You don't see that in transition. So unselfish.
Well, unselfish and really efficient. A lot of times at the high school level, you'll see guys second guess or not even see. That was 3 quick passes. And if it's not for a hustle play on the part of Morris, Lowe's got an easy basket. I mean, he still gets the bucket because of the goaltend, but Morris very easily could have laid off. And Nakeem House, the second, taking his time, having to lace up those Nikes he's wearing before inbounding here. Under a minute to go in the third. Trevor Snell will bring it up center court. Marquise Markham out to defend. Snell right to left, and he is fouled in midair. This foul against Marquise Markham, his first personal. Comes with 46.3 seconds remaining in the third. I think you could make the argument, aside from the little push that Douglas made earlier, more about the midway point of this third quarter. The Commandos have pretty much dominated this game second quarter on.
Yeah, they have. They controlled it. Douglas has made some good runs at them, but it just seems like every time they make a run and try to cut it, Cascia spreads the lead back out. Now, I do give Douglas credit. They're not letting this thing get away from him.
Snell knocking down those free throws. And it's back to a 12-point Cascia Hall lead. It's a 1-point game at the end of the first. Cascia Hall extended their lead out to 11. They're up by 12 now. Duffy with the basketball, under 20 seconds to go. Cascia Hall working the left half of the floor here in front of us at OG&E Coliseum. Low now in the midcourt circle, guarded by Snell, draws a double team, bounces to Poindexter, 7 seconds, back to Low. Low downhill, head of steam, lost it out of bounds. Snell blocked it, and Cascia Hall will have it. Inbounding baseline left with 3.1 to go. As into the game comes Drew Strandmark, the 6'1" freshman guard. By the way, for those listening earlier, he is our number 24 we were in search of.
He is. Thank you, Crystal Sack.
Inbound to Duffy, baseline jumper at the buzzer, hits iron, and we go to the fourth. Cascia Hall extends their lead by a point, 52-40 our score. We head to the fourth. Back after this on Squirtle and Sports Animal platforms.
Need insurance that serves you and not the other way around? At Brining Insurance, we're independent, which means we work for you, not the carriers. Home, auto, business, or farm, we work as hard as you do. Whether you need a hand-finding and portable insurance for your church, someone to help wrestle that school policy, or someone to help plug the leaks in your municipal coverage, get a hold of Robert Wagner. He can help. Call 580-628-2559 today or start your quote anytime at brininginsure.com.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you. We've been around since 1901, proudly serving the communities of Northwest Oklahoma and Southern Kansas. We are making banking easy. Whether you're at home, in the office, or waiting for the next quarter to start, our online or mobile banking options help you to juggle busy schedules and financial needs. So stop by and see us at any of our locations in Alva, Burlington, Freedom, Enid, and Kiowa, Kansas. We plant roots where others have branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The proof starts
52-40 as we welcome you back to the fourth quarter here at the OG&E Coliseum, the 4A boys state championship game. And right now, top-ranked Douglas trailing second-ranked Cascia Hall by 12. If this score holds, there'll be that second quarter in which the Commandos outscored Douglas 19-9, including 3 made three-pointers. They were 5 of 9 from beyond the arc in the first half. Douglas with the ball to begin this fourth quarter push. And Akeem House, turnaround jumper, no good. And Jamel Morris, first field goal of the second half for Morris. He's got 12. Matter of fact, it took him to the midway point of the third to get his first points since the first quarter. He had 8 points at the end of the first. But the Commandos ratcheted it down on him as Markham got a defender in the air, just slid past him easily. And Markham off of the bench with 7 points. That's another thing. Trojans no real help off of the bench in this game. House the second, got to the rim. Second effort draws a foul. Missed the first put up, but the second one will send him to the line.
I'll tell you what Markham lacks in size, he makes up for in intelligence. Very heady player, makes great decisions. Great job getting to the inside of the lane and then waiting for the bigger player to go by and taking that one extra step and laying it up.
He's got some speed to him as
He
well.
does, quick.
Saw that on his very first possession when he first came into the game, where he takes an inbound pass 90 feet from the floor in the backcourt. That's the thing. They inbounded it into the backcourt, and he just took it coast to coast. House at the line, down by 12. Missed the first, gets the second, and now he has 10 points in the game. 3 players in double figures for Douglas. But that hasn't helped so far. Poindexter driving, Conkle, right corner three. And he connects his second 3 of the game. And now he has 10 points. 4 players in double figures for the Commandos. And they have stretched the lead now to 14. House the second, blocked at the rim by Poindexter. Low on the run, right to left, down the right side of the lane. And he's rejected at the rim by Pogba. It's Snell now the other direction for the Trojans. Ball loose, saved by House, and into Morris for an easy score. Already Poindexter at the other end, and he is fouled and one. Wow. Transition game getting going for both. Jamil Morris picking up the foul there. Poindexter to the line. This will be his first free throw attempt of the game. And that one in and out. Rebound saved by Hall. And an offensive foul will be called against Douglas. So Zua Pogba had retained the rebound. And a bit of a flop job pays off. Would you not agree?
I would have had a hard time calling offensive there for sure. Defender was right up on him physically, so didn't really have anywhere to go with just trying to pivot.
And so Duffy will inbound here to Lowe, who got behind his defender Snell. And Lowe now setting with 9 points on the afternoon. Cascia Hall closing in on 5 players in double figures. Morris to the rim, misses. Second effort won't go. Rebound by Duffy. Outlet left side, Conkle gets it right back to Duffy. Sees a crease to Lowe. Right corner three, and he knocks it down. Lowe with his first 3-ball make of the game. Cascia Hall up by 19, their largest lead of the game. Douglas wants a timeout. The Commandos 5 minutes and 43 seconds away from their second ever state basketball title. Back after this on Squirtle and the Sports Animal platforms.
The proof starts here at Upper Crust. The details are deliberate, perfectly on purpose. From that warm greeting to the wood-fired smoky char of our signature pies. Upper Crust, gather round.
Martin's Machine Shop.
You called it. Welcome back, everyone. Barely not a timeout, a technical foul called on Coach Alexander. I'm not sure what he could have done to have gotten the technical foul. Now, you've been in the ear of the officials for a while.
Yeah, I think he was wanting that one, Lindley. I was kind of watching him. He was right off the shoulder of the lead official, and didn't take the official very long to blow the whistle and call it.
Duffy, Memphis Duffy at the line, hits both technical fouls. And Duffy and the Commandos now with a 21-point lead. And only 5.5 minutes to go. Lowe with the basketball. Kick to Markham, drives baseline left to Conkle. Right of circle three, and air ball goes out of bounds. Had that thing splashed through, this sea of navy blue in front of us would have just absolutely exploded. But from an officiating standpoint, I can't really see what Coach would have to complain about. And a tie up the call there. Poindexter got his hand on it, blocked House. And the possession arrow in favor of Cascia Hall. I mean, it's been a relatively even called game for the amount of free throws. I think Douglas has attempted more free throws than Cascia Hall. Here's Markham. Bouncing down low and a beautiful find. Finds Conkle, who now has 12 points. Marquise Markham has come off of the bench for 7 in his own right. Put back effort won't go. Long rebound out. Nakeem House for 3. And he knocks it down. He's got 13, and now a timeout is taken. It is a 20-point Cascia Hall lead with 4:50 to go here in the fourth. Back after this on Squirtle and the Sports Animal platforms.
Martin's Machine Shop, a family-owned business since 1974, serves Oklahoma, Kansas, and Texas. They offer full machine shop, welding, and metal working capabilities for repair and fabrication. Their fluid power division repairs hydraulic cylinders, pumps, motors, and valves, and includes a full inventory of 6,000 PSI hose and fittings. Give them a call at 580-227-2734 or connect through their website, www.martinsmachineshop.com, to see how they can assist you today.
Al Brand.
Welcome back, everyone. We're Cascia Hall here at OG&E Coliseum this fourth quarter. They've outscored Douglas 16-5, and they're now up by 20. It's Duffy on the run to Conkle. Left corner three. The 11th made three-pointer of the game for Cascia Hall, the 6th this half. Conkle with 2 of those here in the fourth.
Sets his feet so well, gets squared. It's a good-looking shot.
Top of the key, it's House for 3, trying to get something going for the Trojans. That one a miss. Morris with it underneath, lost it out of bounds, and Cascia Hall will have it. You'd asked the question earlier, the watermark this season allowed by the Trojans, 82. That was to top-ranked Millwood.
Who, as many would possibly agree, maybe the most talented team in the state, regardless of class.
I think you can make the argument that they could certainly compete.
Sure.
In any of the upper classes. Especially after the run they had at the TOC this year.
And then playing Douglas twice, playing Booker T. Washington. Yeah. But, man, this Cascia Hall team is a lot of fun. I've seen them grow up a lot. We had them in the Tournament of Champions, and they have grown up a ton. And a lot of juniors on this team, too.
Lowe finally solves his free throw shooting woes. Like they hadn't had enough go right for him today. That was the one sticking point they hadn't. Trevor Snell answering with an awkward shot at the other end. He had to tomahawk that one backwards from about 4 feet out, low in the center of the lane, and he Euro steps his way to another. 9 points here in the fourth, and it's 75-50. With 3:59 to go here in the fourth, this one is all but done. Cascia Hall going to lay claim to what is their second ever state basketball title. And a foul here by Snell. And that is team foul number 5 that sends Hudson Shiflett to the line. Shiflett, the only starter on the floor for Cascia Hall that is not in double figures. But with that free throw make, he's got 4 points on the afternoon. And I would argue maybe the only reason why is he got into foul trouble early. Hits both free throws here. And when you have Markham able to just fill in for him, it kind of makes him a little bit of a extra commodity. There's a miss from Morris Conkle with the rebound. Yeah, Shefflett in that first half out of a possible 16 minutes didn't even play 5. So foul away from the basket since Duffy to the line. And he hits the first of 2. Duffy knocking down a second. And he's got 20 points in the game. Three on the way from Nakeem House, and that a miss. And Memphis Duffy with the rebound. Lowe working against House. Work it up center court. Gets downhill, gets to the rim, and scores easily. The bulk of Dallas's Lowe's points coming here in the fourth quarter. 11 of his 18. Morris at the rim, and Jamel Morris scores, has 16 points. And a timeout taken here, likely to see backups when we return. Cascia Hall 81, Douglas 52. Back after this on Squirtle and the Sports Animal platforms.
Our brand, Octus Legacy Private Wealth Management, is a reflection on our commitment to our clients, each other, and the growth we hope to achieve. As friends for multiple years, we operate like a tight-knit family where harmony and collaboration thrive. Our dedicated team of financial professionals complement each other, drawing on decades of shared experience. With a keen eye for detail, we understand each other's strengths, allowing us to deliver quality service. Our camaraderie extends beyond the workplace. We connect as friends, checking in over the weekends to stay connected. Our bond transcends the typical 9-to-5 workday, reflecting our commitment to genuine relationships. To become a client today, call us at 405-252-5925.
As you travel down the road to the Gold Ball, know that you can always get a slam dunk of a deal at Jansen GMC on North Van Buren in Enid. It's always a smooth ride in a 2020 GMC Sierra, Canyon, Yukon, Terrain, or Acadia. Jansen's offers one of the best lineups of used cars, trucks, crossovers, and SUVs in Enid. Check JansenGMC.com for details. Drive a little safe.
Having an off-air conversation about who flops the hardest, Luca or SGA. I think it's equal. They're both all-stars in that right. Here on the near side, it's Poindexter, Cascia Hall and company. Cascia Hall fans on their feet. Snell fouls. At this point, I don't see the point of extending the game. Cascia Hall will have Dallas Lowe going to the free throw line. And should Lowe hit these two free throws, it'll be the most points allowed in a game this season by Douglas. Lowe connects, hits the first of two. Has another one coming here. And with that make, 83 points on the scoreboard, the most points allowed by the Trojans here in the 25-26 season. House down low. Has it blocked out of bounds by Poindexter. And Alexander asking, how is that not a foul? And now have a technical foul called here on Douglas. One of the players have been issued a technical foul, and Duffy will go the other end and go to hit another couple of free throws. Foul went against Zuo Pogba. And Duffy now with 21 in the game. All of his points here in the fourth quarter have been from the free throw line. 4 of those points off of technical free throws. Not have that on the bingo card.
I bet you that's not a line you could bet on.
No. Well, I don't know. Prediction markets nowadays, who knows? If you could think it, you can probably bet it in today's world. Low across midcourt. Driving past Snell, gets to the rim, and that one blocked out of bounds. It stays with Cascia Hall. Pretty much everything over but the game itself here. Duffy with the basketball, and have a whistle here.
Mayberry called
It's a timeout taken by Coach Mayberry and Cascia Hall. We'll go ahead and take it with them. Back after this, Cascia Hall about to score up their second ever boys basketball championship on Squirtle and the Sports Animal platforms.
When life takes an unexpected turn, you need someone who truly understands what you're going through. At Nixon Dieselhorst, we've spent decades helping Oklahomans find justice, standing up for what's right, and fighting for the results they deserve. Every client matters. Every story deserves to be heard. We are here standing with you. Call Nixon Dieselhorst today because justice, integrity, and results aren't just words. They're what we stand for.
Born and raised in Edmond.
Welcome back, everyone. Jay Lindley alongside Adam Dieselhorst. I mentioned the 85 points allowed, the most allowed in a game this season. And now Snell picks up a foul on the inbound, so Lowe will go back and we'll attempt a couple of free throws here in the bonus. Cascia Hall clearing the bench here. thing of it is, you look at it, not only is this the most points they've allowed this season, if this holds, this will be the worst margin of defeat that they have had. The previous, that game that we spoke of that occurred on January the 3rd, in which Millwood beat them 82-67, that wasn't the largest margin of defeat. The largest margin of defeat was the game played against Millwood on January 31st that they lost 78-54, a 24-point margin of defeat. Right now, 33 points the difference. Make it 34 for good measure as Lowe knocks down the first of two. And he knocks down another. Backups coming in for Cascia Hall. Nathan Smeagol will check into the game. And a foul will send Hakeem House the second to the line. Trey Smith, freshman guard, in along with Smeagol, as well as Josh Lewis, the junior. Drew Strandmark. And Griffin Fraunoffel. Trojans going to the bench as well. Tyler Harris getting into the game. Daryl Todd, as well as Ty Scott. DeCaris Littleton. At the line, Hakeem House, and with that make, House's game is over as well. As in comes Trey Sutton. So it'll be the backups to wrap up the final 2:15 of this one. And Trey Smith says, I want in the score box, but he misses at the rim. And then stepping baseline out of bounds is Todd for the Trojans. So Cascia Hall will have it back with 2:04 to go here.
Really, really impressive performance by Cascia Hall. They very deserving of the state championship game. A talented team, play well together, very balanced. Well, we had 4 guys in double figures, right? And 1 almost in double figures. So,
well, you think about it, I mean, really the ball movement, that was the thing I thought about just coming into this game. As driving is Smith, and he is fouled in midair, was unable to complete the bucket. So he'll go to the line shooting 2 here. Was whether or not Douglas's defense could keep up with Cascia Hall's ball movement. And when you look at a scoreboard that's 87-54, the resounding answer to that is no. As Smith at the line and missing the first of 2, has another one coming here.
Oh, and congrats
and he misses again.
And congrats to Douglas. You know, man, they've had a great year. They've played an extremely tough schedule, very battle-tested. You know, no shame. Class 4A boys is one of the toughest classes in the state every year in and out. So, you know, making it here and put the silver ball in the trophy case, I know it's probably not what you want, but it's quite an accomplishment.
Really the last test for Cascia Hall came in area against Oklahoma Christian. As Smegel will bring it across the court. And Cascia Hall here content to just dribble it out if they can. Closing in on 1 minute to play. You know, you look at that game that was played against Oklahoma Christian on March 6th. 48-47 was the final in that one. A missed 3 from the right wing for Cascia Hall, and we're under a minute to go here. And an offensive foul called here on Douglas. Littleton will head to the bench as Douglas will make a Another change. Caden Winston into the game for the Trojans. And under a minute to go here. Strandmark with the basketball, has it stripped loose, slipping and slips out of bounds. Who will have it? Douglas, I believe. The Trojans have it with 38.5 seconds remaining. But this one has been pretty much decided since the start of the fourth quarter. That quick run to start the fourth, a 16-5 run here in this fourth quarter. That's how things got started. And from there, it was all Cascia Hall. Down low, basket scored for the sophomore, Tyler Harris.
Well, if you're a fan out there and you're just a casual fan of high school basketball, reminder, we have 2 more games on tap tonight. So
you got the 6A championship game, bit of surprise. Norman and Mustang as lay in at the other end for Douglas by Sutton. And that'll do it. 87-58, the final. And Cascia Hall lays claim to their second ever Boys State Basketball Championship. Coming up, post-game wrap-up after this on Squirtle and the Sports Animal platforms.
Born and raised in Edmond, Oklahoma, Trevor Randall is very familiar with the area and the Oklahoma economy. Trevor enjoys helping customers just like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits their needs. With over 19 years of experience to help you better understand the options, whether that's auto, home, renters, business insurance, and more. So give Randall Insurance Agency a call at 405-341-7878 and let us help you get the protection you need with the service you deserve.
Dr. Devin Nightingale is your chiropractic choice in North Edmond with easy access from Cashion, Guthrie, Luther, and all the Oklahoma City surrounding areas. As a former college athlete, Dr. Nightingale understands the importance of a fully functioning body to gain that competitive edge. Also certified in prenatal and pediatric treatments, Dr. Nightingale sees all types of patients, ranging from 2 weeks old to 97 years old. We offer conservative treatments to get you back in the game, whether you're a weekend warrior or a professional athlete. So give us a call at 405-471-5565 for a free consultation today.
We show up every day, ready. When tragedy strikes, we're prepared. It's what we do, it's who we are. Community is the heart of rural healthcare. We come together on some of the worst days because we're holding hope that together we'll experience the best days too.
East River
87-58, the final score here. If you looked at the first and the third quarters, there was just 2 total points difference between these two teams. But if you look at the second and the fourth, Cascia Hall had a 16-5 run to begin the fourth quarter. They close out the game 35-18. Take a look at the final numbers here as we talked a little bit about ball movement. Cascia Hall in this state championship game, 30 of 51 from the field, just a haircut shy of 60%. Those 30 makes off of 13 assists. They were 11 of 20 from beyond the arc at 55%. And 4 players in double figures. They were eventually led by Dallas Lowe with 24 points, 8 of 13 shooting from the field. He had 6 rebounds as well. I would have to argue, though, Memphis Duffy probably had the most complete impact of the game as he finished up with 22 points, 6 boards, and 6 assists, and only left the floor for 10 minutes of game time. That was basically at the end. Roman Poindexter finishing up with 14 points, and Ethan Conkle with 15 points. And it should be mentioned, Marquise Markham off of the bench with 7. For Douglas today, the Trojans, they didn't shoot bad. 41% from the field. They were 21 of 51. But the three-pointers, that really the difference. 4 of 15 shooting from beyond the arc, 27%. Jamel Morris finishes up just a rebound shy of a double-double, 16 points and 9 boards. But he was contested inside early and often. 6 of 18 from the field for Morris. And Nakeem House, 5 of 13 shooting, a volume effort for him, going 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. He finishes up with 15 points, 3 boards, and 2 assists. And that is pretty much the story of this game. The Commandos took control midway into the second. They never relinquished control, and they win going away, handing Douglas their worst defeat of the season.
Yeah, I mean, gold ball worthy. It was just a great performance by Cascia. Too much balance, too much offense. And Douglas obviously prides himself defensively. Like you said, I mean, we went down their list of scores all year, and very rarely they're giving up more than 40 points a game. And Cascia was tough, man. They are so tough. They got a lot of balance. They got a lot of really good players. And the scary part about it is, I think one senior plays a lot.
Shefflett, he's the one senior.
Yep.
The guys that went for 22 and 24, they're juniors. So if you're a fan of 4A basketball and you don't like Cascia Hall, unfortunately, they're going to be around a little bit, at least for one more year. Of course, that's going to wrap up our coverage of the 4A Boys State Basketball Championship. We have the 6A Boys title game and the 4A Girls title game coming up for you here a little bit later on. We'll hit back at around 5:55 for that. And until then, for Adam Dieselhorse, I'm Jay Lindley. Thanks for listening to today's broadcast. And be sure to tune back here in just a little bit on the Squirtle and Sports Animal platforms.